Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5. Battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Wideouts now clustered. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
1st down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go, and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Now the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it for a big gain. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tied.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. Fights through the tackler. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Bringing pressure. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After consecutive losses, he did a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Carr. The pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
And the extra point was up and good. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. He's a wide open receiver, complete. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes a nice move there. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looks like LSU has the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here?
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And he knocks through the PAT. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Receiver in motion now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Looking to scramble now. Got space, looking to score. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass caught inside the 15. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Direct snap to the back. They've got him down out near the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Carr. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. They'll try to run for the first down. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
One more play before they head to the locker room. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
So backed up to their 5-yard line. It's second and long. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down, looking to throw the football. Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And now the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Bama. And they will claim the second half lead. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Dropping back, it's Carr. And looking for a big play here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The pocket breaking down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Took contact on the throw. As a fourth down stop, the offense will take over in plus territory.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? You can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got it. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, no surprise from an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. The shotgun handoff here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Makes a quick catch.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up third down now.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Jefferson. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And now they run the draw play. And the defense able to hold in there to a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And a low line drive, ugly punt. This will be touchdown just inside the 40. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Send the back in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Watkins. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job in taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Here comes a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Scanning the field, it's Carr. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
It's second down here. Give it to the back again. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game. Critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Back to pass. It's Carr. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
Now the point after try to tie the game heading to halftime. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They're going to run it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. But you got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Okay, ready? Get set.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw to the right. Caught. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. He hands it off from the gun.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Carr. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So now it's 4th down. Ball game on the line right now. And he drops back in the gun. Launching one to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
What a job of answering and coming up with that touchdown. Good throw by the quarterback, put a touchdown on the board, and now with all this momentum, man, part of me really wants to just try to end it right here and go for 2 for the victory. And
he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. And now they'll run it on the draw. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. He shreds the tackle. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Hand off to the right side. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a two-point try coming up. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, tie. The score they had to have.
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for two. Let's see what their favorite two-point play is. See if they can win it.
So it all comes down to this. If they make their two-point try, it's game over. Chance to win it right now. And he gets in there. The two-point try wins the game in overtime. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.